Make love, not war. Oppose genocide and hate. In order to resist tyranny, one must accept a more spiritual and transcendent paradigm. Many pioneers have tried to offer a glimpse into this exalted realm, but the secret world government is always quick to extinguish the fire. In order to beat the system, one must be able to be in it, but not of it. I think someone said, I'm in this world, but not of it. Same concept. The globalists are trying to turn us into robots and program us to obey, which is why we must stand up now and defend ourselves. We must be in the world, but not of it. In the 1960s, the hippie drug culture climaxed as an opposition to Big Brother and his tycoons. And out of the shadows emerged a bright, amiable psychologist. Turn on, tune in, drop out was the catechism of Timothy Leary, the psychologist who was portrayed by the globalist as a psychotic and a delusional fanatic propagating the use of LSD. Of course, he was only trying to help. But the corporate mass media played their usual tricks in an attempt to wipe out a brilliant man who attempted to use this incredible form of energy for education and healing. I say just get a good, nice, properly heated cup of instant Folgers coffee. Turn on, that's what turning on means to me. Turning on my brain. Instant, properly, well, adequately heated Folgers coffee. That's what turns my brain on. You kids want to do your LSD and all that, then go right ahead. But however you turn on your brain, do so. I mean, we use less than 10% of our brains and only a fraction of our neural capacity. Each neuron in our brain is as powerful as a large computer and interprets a galaxy of information. Our heads are full of billions of galaxies of informational highways, as each neuron can connect to tens of thousands of other neurons. Each second of our existence, we are bombarded with information, chemical and electrical. Most people only focus on a tiny, minuscule fraction of this information and disregard the rest. When Mr. Timothy Leary said, turn on, he means you must consciously expand your awareness to encompass a greater intake of information, which is processed in the brain. He's not telling you to turn on the television and zone out to American Idol. What's being said is that your brain can process so much more information than you give it credit for in any given moment. Moreover, when Mr. Timothy Leary said, tune in, I think he meant he's telling us to focus our attention on the invisible energies that surround us all the time. He used the proper analogy of the microscope in illustrating how man has learned to focus the energy around him to observe another reality. With an electron microscope, you can see the cells in any living organism, throbbing and flowing with each other in a rhythmic tune. Just like with a microscope, you can use LSD or a well adequately heated cup of instant Folgers coffee to tune in to the reality inside of yourself. You can literally communicate with the cells in your body and learn via chemical information, which has been evolving for billions of years, how to become more harmonious with other levels of conscious energy, plants, insects, animals, and other humans. Most people, most of the time, see the world through a series of lenses which distorts what they perceive into a tiny fraction of what it really is. They experience an extremely limited version of what is really happening. With LSD, or in my case, a well-heated, properly, adequately heated cup of instant Folgers coffee, you can bypass the critical processing factors in your brain and receive the total amount of information that is being projected at you from all directions all the time. Naturally, this state of awareness is chaos, like Larry said. He also said, though, that chaos is beautiful. When you learn to ooze, ripple, and swirl with chaos, you become powerful. Don't you want to become powerful? Well, stay tuned to the Aumbonda Servants of the Light podcast, and perhaps we can all explore chaos together and learn how to tune in, and turn out, and drop out, and drink some Folgers coffee. Namaste. Namaskaram.